Hey, this is Seth with Electrek, and today we're looking at the Chevy Equinox EV. This is our first look at the $30,000 vehicle. This one's trimmed a little higher, but let's take a look inside. So first thing you'll notice, you have this wraparound screen. Looks really nice. This is just a kind of playing what you'll see inside, but really nice cockpit. This is the vents are a little bit like the Blazer EV, which you can kind of see if you hop over there. But really fantastic car for a starting price of $30,000. Very roomy. You'll notice inside it's a lot wider than the Chevy Bolt or the Chevy Bolt EUV. It's I would say a mid-sized car. Another thing to note, all the Chevy cars that we've seen today have this big heads-up display. Now we can't see what's on the heads-up display yet, but it's a 14-inch display, which will be able to show us a lot, and it's going to include stuff like Super Cruise. You can see this steering wheel has the Super Cruise eye checking thing. So Super Cruise will be an option on this, and that's full Super Cruise with the lane changing. So that's quite nice. Also, you'll notice Chevy took a page from Ford's playbook with this volume knob that's kind of glued onto the glass display here, which I love. I think it's a great idea, and I guess it wasn't patented. So Chevy will point out that they do have dials and knobs for the really important stuff. Obviously, volume is one of those. You have the air conditioning here. Really simple, easy to use stock, which Chevy has on all their stuff. Reverse neutral drive, neutral's towards you, park is the button down. Couldn't be more obvious. They didn't stick around with the Bolt buttons down here, so kind of like that. And you have the steering wheel with the controls all at the fingertips. You have the HVAC stuff down here, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is screen. This isn't a working screen, but you'll have this area and this area that will be constant, and then you can move stuff over. So that's really great. Seats are really nice, very comfortable in the front. I would say very similar to the later model Bolt EUV, but not not as tight, I would say. They're a little bit wider because of the wider car stance. So let's move out of the car real quick here. This is pre-production model. This is the charging port. So all Chevy vehicles, and I think most of GM vehicles have the charging port kind of on the driver's side front. I don't know if this is final spec, so it probably is just making it. But I really like the look of this car, and it comes with an option of the white top, and I think that's a pretty interesting look. Just moving around the car here, there's no front in this, and Chevy cars don't have a front, but the Silverado has a smaller front, so GM not as big on the front thing as other automakers, perhaps. Big wheels, I think these are 22s or 21s, which is pretty big for something like this. Lots of room in the back. One thing Chevy told us is that they moved a lot of the electronics to the front, what would be the front area. So that gives us a lot of room for other stuff. There will be a door here where you can pull up, and there'll be more storage for cables and stuff, but that isn't available in this vehicle. It's got a button, but that button doesn't work yet. So, and also these seats go flat, so you can do your car camping and whatever. But notice here how wide the Equinox, also these cool lights, compared to the Chevy Bolt over there. You'll notice the Bolt is much narrower, and when you compare the Equinox all-wheel drive option, it's going to be in a lot more people's wheelhouse. So, I was asking well, this is going to cancel out the Bolt, and Chevy was like, whoa, not so quickly. The Bolt might still have some mileage for the people who want to pay a little bit less, don't need a wide car, don't need all-wheel drive, don't need all that stuff. So Equinox is coming. Chevy has actually 3 vehicles coming in 2023 already announced. The Silverado in the spring, the Blazer SS will be in the summer, and this will be in the fall of 2023, so about a year from right now. That's it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.